active. This is what's going to be done. That way he can actually show people he gives a f. The only thing holding us back is us. The only people around us that we allow around us that can hurt us are the ones we allow around us. Who have we allowed around us? The Democrats. Who the f have we voted for? The Democrats. It's no white Republicans in the hood. They're not coming in the hood. Bro, Republicans are not coming in the hood talking about, let me listen to some Jay-Z with you. They're not. When I go home to Brooklyn and I'm in Brownsville, I see a bunch of white people doing the gentrification thing. Moving in on the cheap rent, then they're closing down the schools, you understand? And then I got charter schools, so now I gotta travel to take my kid to the doctor, I gotta travel to send my kid to the school. It's cheap to live here, but I can't afford to live here because I gotta travel to go everywhere else to get services. But they can afford to live there and do the same shit. They're removing us. Now they're talking about illegal aliens, bro. Because we didn't vote for Hillary. Yeah, if we came out to vote, Hillary would have been president. But this bitch stole $10 billion from Haiti. The whole hood know that bitch wicked.
I wasn't know
the whole hood know that bitch wicked. So we didn't vote for her. So now Barack Obama, all they foil plans to try to throw all of us in slavery and have this new world order, one order, it ain't working. So now what they gotta do? They gotta get a bunch of illegals to come in here to replace the black man. Because we're not going for it. We got activated. We mad. And the thing is, they don't want us to be mad at the right people. Because once we do, we chasing their ass down the street. They can't run from us. They can't duck us. There's no running from us. The only people who've been f***ing us over are the people we've been voting for. They've been in our hoods. I'm gonna protect you. I'm gonna do this for you. But they ain't happening. Barack Obama was in office 8 years. All I seen was little black boys getting bodied.
That's what everybody. That's what everybody.
Bush is not a Republican. Bush is a globalist. Bush is a globalist. There's a difference between the two, King. Bush is not a Republican. He's a globalist. He's a globalist. I'm not picking sides with Republicans who's doing shit. He's a globalist. That's who he is. He's not a Republican. The reason why we're free and we're here holding phones and talking is because Republicans fought for our freedom. The KKK was founded by the Democrats. They killed over 3,000 blacks and over 2,000 whites that were sitting there fighting for blacks. And they hung those whites and those blacks together and castrated them together. And we don't talk about that because the Democrats don't want people to know that this is their legacy. Let me ask you a question. Who here wants to be a Nazi? No one. You know why? Because they know what their history is. Now, let me tell you the Democrats' history. The Democrats started slavery. They started white supremacy. It was called Manifested Destiny, and it was started in 1930 by Andrew Jackson, the first Democrat, who taught that white people were superior to everyone else. Then they started in front of the KKK, King. Then they said, oh, we don't like segregate them. Then when it came for desegregation, they said, no, we're not with that shit. When it came for voting, they said, no, we're not with that shit. When it came for women's rights to vote, they said, no, we're not with that shit. But all of these things that happened was because Republicans said, we with that shit. Fuck that. Give them what they're supposed to have. I'm not saying you gotta be a Republican or a Democrat. All I'm saying is use your mind. The media don't love us. When they smoke us and we innocent, they showing our mugshots. They're not showing our family Facebook pictures with our family and all that. They got Don Lemon talking about Antifas for black people. The are not for black people at all. They're a bunch of white college kids whose privilege getting paid $20-some an hour to sit outside and f property they don't even own, dog. And then they paint it on us. Whenever white boys are outside and they fucking Democrats and they're that's just a bunch of kids who are letting off steam. But whenever we outside and we mad, we a mob, we gangsters, we thugs. That's the media doing that shit to us. The only media station that's ever given us anything for the streets, which was Street Soldiers by Lisa Evans, was Fox 5, and nobody even pays attention to it, bro. Nobody even pays attention to it, and Lisa Evans is in the hood, and she's on Fox 5. So telling you that Fox is out of center, but Fox give a about the hood, low key, and nobody's saying nothing about it. I appreciate you coming here, brother.
I appreciate you letting me know how you feel about it.
No, man.
I open my mind a little bit more to how it is. Like I said, I don't disagree with nobody. I want to know where everybody's mindset is at. I appreciate you guys. Hey, yo, let's get a picture.